Hello Aquarius, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Today we're going to be going over, today we're going to be going over what you should be expecting for the week of June 24th. This is going to apply to your sun, moon, rising in tropical, sidereal, and progressed chart. You can find all of that on astro.com. If you like the video, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what resonates with you or your experience. What else? If you want to find me on social media, you can on Instagram and Twitter at Sinful Pluto. And if you would like further insight from this reading, or if you would just like to book a personal reading with me in general, you can do so on sinfulpluto.com. Make sure to read through the listing, the description of each listing, because that has most, if not all, of the information that you need, okay? And I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. So let's just go ahead and get started for you, Aquarius, okay? Okay, Aquarius, what is in store for Aquarius the week of June 24th? What is in store for Aquarius the week of June 24th? Okay. Jesus. Alrighty. Alright, we have the Two of Pentacles. So you do have a decision to make. The Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so you have a decision in relation to money or material, any sort of material thing, or maybe in terms of reputation, status, appearances, security, safety, stability, groundedness. So you have a choice to make, and I feel that whatever choice this is, it could really bring you out of a state of maybe insecurity. And whatever insecurity this is, whether it's material, whether it's within yourself, whether it's with other things, whether it's, I don't know, whether it's in terms of reputation and status. So you do have a choice that could potentially lead to you coming out of that, I don't want to say drought, because it's not necessarily a drought, but could really just help you grow out of a situation, I think. It could help you bloom a little bit. And then we have the Knight of Wands reversed. So I think that the reason why you were in this predicament in the first place was because you were a little bit too impulsive. You didn't make the right decision, and I need you to make the right decision now so that you don't end up in the situation longer than needed. These hoes need to stop walking around. Okay. Jesus. There's a lot going on here, Aquarius. I'm so sorry. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius for why I said that. Okay. I'll leave it like that. Okay. Oops. Are we here? Okay. Okay, so maybe you made an impulsive decision, or you were very incredibly impulsive and you didn't really think anything through, and that's what led you to the Five of Pentacles situation in the first place. However, now you're being brought with a choice to better that, but again, I think it's almost like you didn't really learn your lesson the first time, because I do have Judgment reversed here. Maybe you didn't learn the lesson the first time, and so now you're being incredibly fiery and incredibly impulsive and immature and thinking that you know everything when you don't. Oh, Aquarius. And you're ending up making a decision that could really be detrimental to you. And we have the Emperor reversed. So you could be dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries. We have the Moon. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. And then we have Judgment reversed. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. So we see that impulsivity, and I feel that maybe you're trying too hard to be in control of a situation that you were never really in control of in the first place. I mean, the Knight of Wands reversed is someone really impulsive, someone who just rushes into things, someone who doesn't have any sort of strategy. I mean, they're just going for it. And they're really arrogant about it as well. Like, they're super, super arrogant. A little bit of a superiority complex here, and they think that they know it all. They really think they know it all. And they're so, like, stubborn. And what's the word? It's like the Knight of Wands is so fiery, and they can't think clearly because they're just so temperamental. That's what it is. It's so temperamental. And so with the Emperor reverse, it's like you're trying to take control of a situation again, or trying to feel like you're in control, or kind of being a little bit of a dictator, and trying to be extremely fixed as to how you want to handle the situation, but it's not even in your hands. It's never been in your hands because we have Judgment reversed. This is a test that you've been failing all over again. This is a test that you've been failing multiple times. Multiple times. And it's probably not even something that you see, either because you're not listening to your intuition, or you're not listening to the synchronicities that the universe is giving you, or the signs that the universe has been giving you, or you're not looking clear, like you're not seeing clearly in the dark. You're not using the tools that you have to see in the dark, because right now I feel like you're just completely in the dark, and maybe that's why you feel the need to be so in control of the situation, because you feel that insecurity creeping up on you, and you feel, you feel lost. But no matter how much you try to be in control of the situation, it's not going to happen. Just because you try to fake that you're in control doesn't mean you actually are. And again, this is a lesson that you fail to learn time and time again. And so it's just going to keep on coming up to you. The past is going to keep on creeping up on you. Past events, past situations, past everything is going to continue creeping up on you. And I feel like many of you could be isolating yourselves, or not even isolating yourselves, but you could feel really isolated, because it's almost like the longer that you stick to this dictator-like attitude, people are going to be pulling away from you. Two of Cups reversed. People are going to be pulling away from you because they don't want to be around that. They don't want to be controlled by you. They don't want to be told what to do. You're not their boss. You're not who you're trying to be. You're not this emperor reversed. You're not an upright emperor. You're not someone who has lived their life and gained a lot of wisdom. No. You're a Knight of Wands reversed. You are impulsive and young and immature and unwilling to apologize and temperamental. You need to let go of that. You're walking in the dark thinking you know where you're going, but you don't. And so I think the ultimate choice that you have to make is how you want to truly handle the situation, and if you're willing to learn from your lessons in the past, if you're willing to accept help, and counsel and advice, so that you can get yourself out of this situation. Because I think that with the Knight of Wands, you're like, no, I can do this on my own. I don't need you. I can do this on my own. I don't need you. That's what this is to me. I don't need you. But you do. You do need help, because look at the mess that you've got yourself in. Do you know how to walk out of the dark? Do you have night vision? Do you? Do you have proper navigating skills? Do you have resources that will help you when you're walking in the dark? Do you have food? Do you have supplies? Do you? Or are you just lost and confused like everyone else? You need to start listening to your intuition, and I think that you need to start listening to what people have been telling you for a long time. Because like I said, this is repeated behavior. This is definitely repeated behavior, and I think that you need to admit to yourself, as much as it's going to hurt you, that maybe you're wrong. And maybe the way that you approached the situation, and maybe the decision that you made wasn't the right one. And maybe you made this decision thinking that it would get you out of this Five of Pentacles energy, but it pulled you further into it. Did I say that you could be dealing with a Pisces? You could be dealing with Pisces. Or a Cancer. So just be mindful. Yeah, look. Page of Pentacles, or Page of Swords reversed. I got this for the Scorpio video. You think you're a lot smarter than you are, and you have a lot of pride. You have a hell of a lot of pride. But if you want to get out of a situation alive and safe and well, you need to let go of that pride, and you need to let go of the ego, and admit that you're wrong, and admit that maybe your strategy wasn't the best, or admit that maybe you didn't have a strategy in the first place. And take accountability for yourself, because this is going to continue happening. You're going to continue being in this mess. You're going to put yourself in this mess time and time again until you finally learn to not be so impulsive, to not be so temperamental, to not be so stubborn, and to finally just accept the advice of other people and stop thinking that their advice is inferior just because you think that you're better than them, because you're not. And I think the longer that you veer away from admitting that you're wrong and from listening, like actually taking the time to listen, your relationships are really going to, it's going to take a toll on your relationships. Your relationships are really going to be heavily impacted to the point that maybe you end up really isolated and alone, and you'll realize like how many people you have lost due to the decisions that you have made. So that's just something to keep in mind, okay, Aquarius? So I will talk to you next week, and hopefully you get your act together. All right? See you soon.